Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with All Things Barbecue, and today we're going to be grilling lamb burgers and making a green harissa. Before we jump into the lamb burger, we're going to get started on the green harissa because we first need to fire roast our peppers. Now we're grilling today on the brand new Weber Genesis 2. This happens to be a special edition that we have here at All Things Barbecue that has all stainless steel flavorizer bars and grates. And it's a really great gas grill to cook on. All right, we've got 3 poblano peppers as well as 2 jalapenos that we're gonna get blackened on all sides. All right, these are blackened on all sides now. The skin is released from the flesh. So we're gonna put these into a zip top bag and we'll allow these to steam in this bag so that we can peel the skins off here in about 20 minutes. Now for the burger patty itself, we've got 1 pound of ground lamb, which we're adding to that a clove of minced garlic, as well as a 1/4 cup of parsley. All right, we're just gonna quickly incorporate these ingredients. I don't wanna work this meat too much because I don't wanna heat up the fat. But essentially we've got 1 pound of lamb burger here that we want to turn into. You can choose 3 or 4, either 1/4 pound or 1/3 pound burgers. We're gonna be doing a nice big 1/3 pound burger today, so we'll just divide these into 3. All right, so we'll form those into patties, give them a little divot, because these are definitely gonna wanna puff up. And now that we've got our patties formed, we're just gonna throw them in the fridge so they stay nice and cold while we make our green harissa. So we're kinda doing a bit of fusion business today, while we're taking this Middle Eastern lamb and this harissa sauce, and we're going to fuse it with American hamburgers. And at the same time, we're also going to twist that harissa around a little bit and give it a little bit of a Latin flair almost. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what harissa is, it's a condiment from North Africa, Tunisia specifically, and it's a red pepper puree essentially. It's got some different flavoring agents in it, and we're going to mirror some of those agents as well today, but we're flipping everything around. We're gonna go green. We're using green peppers, green herbs, green onions, and you're gonna see all that come together in this puree here in just a sec. So what we're gonna do with these peppers is we're gonna take the tops off, get rid of that stem. We'll also get rid of all of the seeds inside. And flip it over, and we should be able to easily peel the skin from the flesh. All right, so I'm just gonna give that a rough chop and then I'll throw it into the food processor. We'll also add to the food processor a 1/4 cup of parsley, 1/4 cup of cilantro, a couple of green onions, a couple cloves of garlic that have been minced, a little bit of mint, as well as some lemon juice and a little bit of cumin. All right, so we've thrown all that together. We're just gonna puree this until it's nice and smooth. Okay, so you can see we have a really nice paste formed in here. The last thing that we need to do is add just about a 1/4 cup of olive oil to help thicken it up. And this is actually coming out really slowly. We want to drizzle it in very slowly. That's good, but we could definitely add some salt. All right, we'll set this aside and go grill our burgers. Before we throw these burgers on, we're gonna hit them with a little bit of smoked salt, as well as some fresh cracked black pepper. We've got the Genesis set up for direct and indirect grilling. So half of the grill, I have the burners on high and the other half on low. We're gonna start them out over the high heat so we can get some nice color on the outside, and then if we need to move them to the indirect side, we can finish there without coloring them further, while still increasing the internal temperature. Our target internal temperature today is 155 degrees, and one of our burgers is already there, so I'm gonna move that off to the side so it doesn't overcook while the other two finish up. And it turns out we could pretty much direct grill these the entire time. We won't need the indirect side so much on this cook today. And since these are almost done, we're gonna throw some of our non-flatbread onto the grill to warm up. All right, looks like we're all good on our burger temp. Our naan is warmed up. So it's time to put it all together. We're actually gonna cut this naan to become the buns for our burger. All right, so we're gonna start with the naan. We'll add a little bit of feta to the bottom. And then we'll get a slice of tomato on there. Top that off with our lamb burger. Then this beautiful bright green harissa. And to top it all off, some thin sliced red onions. You see just how juicy that burger still is, even cooked to 155, 160 degrees. Now it's worth mentioning that the USDA recommends you cook ground lamb to 160 degrees. And that might seem kind of high to you guys who are more used to a medium rare burger or something like that. But obviously you can see that there's a ton of juice still left in there at 155, and we feel pretty confident that this food is safe. Now if you've ground your own lamb, then it's really easy to know that you haven't already mixed in any bacteria to that. When you buy the pre-ground lamb, you want to be a little more careful. There's absolutely nothing wrong with 155 on that burger. Still tons of juice, tons of flavor. And I love the little bit of heat that I'm getting from that green harissa. Complements the burger really nice. And it's cooled off a bit by the cheese and the tomato. That's all working together really well. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to thesauce.atbbq.com. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.